If you struggle with packet loss, lag spikes, or high ping, in today's video, I'm going to show you every secret method to fix that in Valorant. To start off, the first thing you want to do before we start optimizing your PC for the best internet performance is to create a restore point. To do that, type in your Windows search bar, create a restore point. Once you open this up, create and name it whatever you want, but I'm going to name it fix packet loss for the sake of the video. This restore point will allow you to reset your PC to how it was before any of the optimizations in case any of them don't work personally for you. Now that we've got that, let's talk about the optimizations we can make inside of Valorant. First, load up the game and head to General tab in Settings. Here you're going to look for network buffering. If you have a lot of packet loss or bad ping, set this to maximum. If it's not that much, set it to moderate, and if you don't have any issues in that sense, set it to minimum. After that, head over to the video settings and make sure you turn off VSync, because VSync doesn't actually have to do with your internet, but it can make it feel like you're lagging by locking your game's frame rate to your monitor's refresh rate, which can increase latency. But the easiest way to lower your ping in Valorant is using ExitLag. When I started Valorant, I'd have 80 to 100 ping, and I couldn't figure out the issue until I downloaded ExitLag, which brought me all the way down to 20 ping. ExitLag will pull this off with just the click of a button, giving you a seamless connection miles better than before, which in a game like Valorant is crucial. They do this using their AI route optimization to determine the perfect routes for you, giving you the lowest latency possible, and their multipath connection, which routes your packets through 4 different routes simultaneously. To start using ExitLag, just click on the link in the description or pinned comment and sign up on their website for a free 3-day trial. Then open up ExitLag and head over to your library, where you'll see they'll support over 2,000 games, but for this one, we're going to type in Valorant. I'm going to pick North America and Texas since that's the Valorant server I plan on playing on, and then I'll just click apply routes, and it's as simple as that. Here's what my ping looked like to Texas before and after. ExitLag is even running a holiday promotion where you can get 50% off their annual plan, or if your duo and squad have issues, you can get a duo and squad plan at a discount. And thank you to ExitLag for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to the video. The next optimization you'll want to make is by opening up your browser. For this, I'll use Google Chrome. Head to settings, and then we're going to turn off continue running background apps while Chrome is closed. Google Chrome in specific loves to eat up your bandwidth, so this helps. Also, try to not have your browser open while you're gaming. After that, head back to your desktop and type in background apps into the search bar. If you're on Windows 10, it's as easy as turning them all off at once, which I'd recommend, or choosing which ones you want to turn off. But if you're on Windows 11, unfortunately, this isn't as easy. What you can do though is check your task manager for any applications you don't use that might be running, and either terminate the processes or uninstall them. And while you have your task manager open, head up to the startup apps section and disable pretty much anything in here that you don't need. I've got everything disabled apart from the things that I use, which will stop a lot of extra background processes on your PC. You can also head to the little caret at the bottom right of your Windows and end any applications you have open there as well. And while Task Manager is still open, go ahead and launch Valorant. And once Valorant is open, head all the way down until you see Valorant Win64 Shipping and Valorant EXE. Go ahead and right click on both of these and set the priorities to high. This will help your PC focus on giving you the best performance in Valorant, and then you can finally close your Task Manager. Then we're going to go into our search bar and type in allow an app through Windows Firewall and open it up. Once you're here, go ahead and click change settings at the top, then click allow another app, and then select browse. From here, head to your local disk and click on Riot Games and then Riot Client, and double click on Riot Client Services and click add once you're done. After that, head back to the search bar, but this time type in run and click on it. In the run bar, you'll want to type in services.msc. Once this opens up, you can full screen it and then scroll all the way down until you see Windows Update. Once you find Windows Update, right click on it and click properties, find startup type here and set this to disabled. This will make it so you won't get any type of Windows updates while you're playing Valorant, which could lead to lag spikes, pop-ups, or even worse, an automated update mid-game. Once you've finished, get ready, because this is a pretty nerdy optimization. We're going to head to our search bar and type in command prompt, and make sure to run this as administrator. Once you're here, type in ping 1.1.1.1. This will show you a bunch of stuff, but the most important thing it shows you is your minimum, average, and maximum ping to this server. Then type in ping 8.8.8.8, and as you can see, my ping to 1.1.1.1 is slightly lower than to 8.8.8.8. Your pings are going to be different than mine, so either leave this open, take a picture, or remember these numbers for the next section. Then right click on your network at the bottom right of your Windows to open up your network and internet settings. From here, head on to advanced network settings at the bottom, click on your Ethernet, and then go to adapter options. click on Internet Protocol version 4, which is IPv4 for short. You'll then want to open up the properties here. Then you'll want to change from obtain DNS server automatically to use the following DNS server addresses. This is where you'll need to remember those numbers from earlier. If your ping was lower to 1.1.1, you're going to want to put in 1.1.1.1 into the preferred DNS server, and then into alternate DNS server, you'll want to put in 1.0.0.1. But if you ping lower to 8.8.8 instead, go ahead and type in 8.8.8.8 as the preferred DNS server, and then as your alternative DNS server, type in 8.8.4.4. Once you've input the best servers for you, make sure to press OK when doing this to save it. This should help with any potential routing issues or bring your ping down a bit. Moving on, let's go back to the search bar, but this time type in Device Manager. After clicking on that, go to your network adapters, and then you'll see something called Realtek Gaming Family Controller, which is basically just my Ethernet cord. Go ahead and right click on this, click on Properties, and go ahead and click on the Drivers tab and click Update just in case. After that, head over to the Advanced tab in this menu and click on Advanced EEE. Set this to disabled. Next, find energy efficient Ethernet and set it to disabled. Then find green Ethernet and set this one to disabled as well. And then scroll down until you find power saving mode and disable this also. Next, scroll down to the bottom where you'll want to disable wake on magic packet and wake on pattern match. Disabling all of these settings makes a noticeable difference in your performance. Now head to the power management tab at the top of this menu and make sure that both of these options are unchecked. The next part of this optimization is pretty nerdy, but hang in there with me. Open up your browser and type in TCP Optimizer, or I can link in the description for you guys, but once you get there, find TCP Optimizer 4. Open up TCP Optimizer 4 in Administrator and make sure your current network adapter is selected here, then turn on your connection speed at the top all the way to 100 plus megabytes per second. After that, head to the Advanced Settings tab and go to the bottom right and click on Custom. This will let us change all of the settings here. For max connections per server 1, we're going to go change this to 10. For max connections per server, we're going to change this to 10 as well. Local priority, set this to 4. Host priority, we set to 5. And DNS priority, we're going to set to 6. And for NetBT priority, we're going to change it to 7. Next, for max SYN retransmissions, we're going to set this to 2. Also, double check to make sure non-stack resiliency is disabled, and then change your initial RTO to 2000 and keep your min RTO at 300. Now for QoS non-best effort limit, we'll leave it at blank, and for do not use NLA, we'll set it to optimal. Next, we're going to make sure network throttling index is disabled and make sure your system responsiveness is set to gaming. For TCP ACK frequency, we're going to set it to disabled 1. TCP no delay is enabled 1. TCP delete ticks, we're going to set to disabled 0. In network memory allocation, we're going to set to the large system cache to default 0. And for size, we're going to set it to default 1. Under dynamic port allocation, we're going to set max user port to 65534, and for TCP timed wait delay, set it to 32. Once you've done all this, make sure to click apply changes and reboot your PC if you have to, then you should be all good. And if this video helped you out, make sure to drop a like and subscribe and leave a comment with any other tips you'd like to see. And check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/RemValorant.